Hello and welcome to this week's vlog from Maddisons. Well, of course, there's been lots more about prices of property in the news this week. The West Midlands actually is seeing the fastest growth of prices at the moment. Prices are up 3.8%, and London continues to have the fastest decline. If we look at this month compared to this time last year, they're down by 0.7%. It's affected by a fragile confidence in the economy at the moment, an expectation that Bank of England will raise base rate quite gradually, and also limited consumer purchasing power. So we'll wait and see what happens on prices. One place, though, in the world where prices are really rocketing is New Zealand. There's been lots in the news this week, which I found quite an interesting story about how New Zealand, the minister, is trying to clamp down on overseas buyers. In some places it's quite low, and the average is actually around 3%. But in places like Auckland, especially those lovely lakeside properties, there can be 10% of them owned by foreign buyers, and that's really escalating prices, meaning that native New Zealanders just can't get on the housing market. So they've put in place some measures to clamp down on all of that. It doesn't interestingly affect Australia, where they've got a reciprocal agreement to be able to live permanently in each other's country, or indeed Singapore, where they're kind of protecting some trade agreements. So interesting how New Zealand is trying to stop their rocketing house prices. Well, of course, it's Bank Holiday weekend. There's lots going on in and around Tunbridge Wells at the moment. This weekend, the one thing I've got to talk about is the Soul Train here on the Pantiles. Down at the bandstand, there'll be DJs playing all sorts of hits from the 70s, 80s and 90s. It gets really busy. So if you want a good spot, make sure you get down here nice and early. But there's lots else going on. Do check out publications such as Index and So you can find out what's going on in and around Kent this Bank Holiday weekend. Well, one property that we'll be doing lots of viewings on this weekend, it's proving very, very popular, is a lovely townhouse on Culverden Down. It's on offers in excess of £500,000. It's presented in immaculate condition, has a real holiday feel to it. It's got a beautiful open plan kitchen and living room and a lovely little private courtyard garden at the back. It's right opposite the Trading Post, one of my favourite pubs in Tunbridge Wells, actually. A really lovely, gentle pub, does great food. So right in the St John's Quarter and well worth a look. Do get in touch if you're interested in looking at that. Well, one final thing from me. My father watches my vlog every week, so here's to you, Dad. Happy birthday for this week. We hope you've enjoyed our vlog this week, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.